Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Dockery. In my life, I have worn many hats and tasted many flavors. As I travel the world, I explore the finest cities in search for culture, history, and great food. Along the way, I get to meet today's most interesting celebrities, focusing on the positive side of life, allowing them to share their causes, charities, and what truly fascinates them. We cook and dine with some of the finest chefs of our time, preparing healthy and delicious meals in some of the hottest restaurants. Also, we showcase the latest, most creative, and hippest trends of beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. I pursue my passion for health and fitness and acquire some of the most innovative wellness strategies. And now, I want to share this all with you. So come along on this amazing journey, and together we will experience a world of health, beauty, and life. On today's show, we travel up the California coast to the breathtaking city by the bay, San Francisco. With its grand character, sweeping bay views, and identity all its own, San Francisco has much to offer those who visit. Welcoming all who come through its golden gates, the city is known for its social tolerance, acceptance of free thinking, and all forms of innovation. Then we take you behind the scenes at one of the hottest shows in Las Vegas, Rêve The Dream. Rêve is a dazzling and romantic spectacular that allows those watching a chance to dream with their eyes open. It's been described as mysterious and powerful, taking you on a journey of romance, action, and fantasy. We got the inside track on what it takes to produce and perform this spectacle on a daily basis. But first, let's head to the city by the bay, San Francisco, California. San Francisco, California is a destination like no other. This beacon city of Northern California has led the way in being unique and free of conventional thought. Home to some of the heaviest hitters in the technology arena, and an attitude of open arms, accepting all who pass through its golden gates. The Bay City offers a taste of the past and a future that shines bright for all who visit. So come along as we explore some of the best and most unique destinations within the city as we share with you San Francisco in a day. Our first stop is the Fairmont, San Francisco. If you're looking for one of the most luxurious hotels in the city, with a scope of history unmatched, then the Fairmont San Francisco is the place to be and sleep. The beautiful Fairmont is located atop Nob Hill and has offered panoramic views of the city and bay since 1907.
Over the years, the Fairmont has quite a history. We're over 100 years old. When you think of San Francisco, you think of the Fairmont, which is a welcoming place here at the front door. This is a community where we welcome all visitors, as well as people of San Francisco.
It's been said that the Fairmont San Francisco is so grand that they built a city around it. Surviving the 1906 earthquake that shook the foundation of the city, the Fairmont Hotel has stood the test of time and is considered one of the finest hotels in San Francisco. The presidential suite has played host to many of the world's greatest dignitaries, from royalty to presidents to Hollywood's biggest stars. With an Arabian-inspired pool room, a starry sky library, guest quarters, full kitchen and waitstaff, it isn't until you step into the balcony and take in the downtown views that your breath will be fully taken away. There's so much more that the Fairmont offers to its guests, including outdoor green spaces, an urban vegetable garden, and of course the Tonga Room and Hurricane Bar. Although it might be a little early in our day to head to the world-famous Tiki Lounge, we'll be sure to stop in later for some tropical fun. Our next destination is the Cable Car Museum. Just a few blocks away from the Fairmont, you will appreciate the history and artifacts on display in this one-of-a-kind museum. Cable cars have been an attraction to visitors of San Francisco for decades, but have been an important mode of transportation to city dwellers for well over a century. A visit to the Cable Car Museum gives guests a glimpse into how these fascinating modes of transportation still use the original technology developed in the 19th century to pull riders all over the city. Established in 1974 as an educational center and housed inside the historical Washington Mason Cable Car Barn and Powerhouse, the museum welcomes visitors 7 days a week and treats them to historic cable cars from the late 1800s, various mechanical devices, tools, detailed models, and a large collection of historical photographs. Not to mention, visitors can stand on the observation deck of the museum and watch the gigantic drive engines pull the remaining 4 lines throughout the city. So the cable's going all the time.
9.5 miles an hour. There were originally 8 powerhouses. Now in 2013, there's 1, and this is it right here, this very brick building behind you.
Lots of a legacy here.
That's correct.
One destination still serviced by historic cable cars is Fisherman's Wharf, home to Pier 39, one of the city's most frequented tourist attractions and our next stop. Pier 39 is located at the edge of the Fisherman's Wharf district and was transformed in the 1970s to a commercial property that has become a popular tourist attraction. The 45-acre pier and surrounding area is home to many restaurants, over 90 shops, the Aquarium of the Bay, and is home to a large population of California sea lions. Tourists gather at the end of the pier to watch these wonderful sea mammals play, bark, dive, and of course sleep. Pier 39 is known for its spectacular views of the San Francisco Bay, the Golden Gate Bridge, the Bay Bridge, and Alcatraz. On your trip to San Francisco, head down to Pier 39 and take in this wonderful addition to the city. Stick around, there's a lot more of this great city to see. Welcome back. Time to taste the flavor of San Francisco. Within walking distance of Pier 39 is Ghirardelli Square, and this delectable and delicious destination is our next stop in our day in San Francisco. Started by Domenico Ghirardelli in 1852, Ghirardelli Chocolate became the second largest chocolate maker in the U.S., and its namesake is synonymous with the city of San Francisco.
This particular chocolate marketplace has the broadest selection of Ghirardelli chocolates. Okay. You can buy chocolate by the pound, so you can choose your own square flavors.
Oh, interesting.
So you like the chocolate sea salt, you like the caramel, you like the dark. Whatever you want, it's there.
Though manufacturing has moved from Ghirardelli Square, this once bustling factory is now home to shops, Ghirardelli chocolate stores, and to Fremont Heritage Place, a residential-style, all-suite luxury hotel. Be sure to get your hands on some of the divine chocolate treats before you leave. If you're looking for something a little different with the flair of bell-bottom jeans and tie-dyed shirts of the 1960s, then our next stop will surely deliver good times. Haight-Ashbury has become known for its eclectic shopping, vintage second-hand stores, street corner musicians, and its good time vibes. Becoming popular in the 1960s as a hippie's paradise, visitors to this bohemian district can enjoy one of the city's many cafes, listen to records, and of course, shop in one of the many vintage outlets, or just enjoy the beautifully restored Victorian homes that dot the landscape. Once you're back in the car, you might want to head over to Lombard Street and ride down this one-of-a-kind street. Known as the most crooked street in the world, this staple of the city has become a major draw for visitors. Though the street doesn't actually live up to its title, it's not even the most crooked street in the city. It has become one of the city's most famous landmarks. On any given day, at any given time, tourists drive, ride, and walk down this one-block road, snaking back and forth all the way down with smiles on their faces and cameras hanging out the windows. After zigzagging your way down Lombard, it's time to head over to Chinatown. Located in the heart of the city, Chinatown is home to the largest Asian population outside of Asia. Here, you can eat Asian delicacies, shop in the many cultural boutiques, visit one of the local herbalists or traditional pharmacies, and take in the culture that is Chinatown. The 24 square block area that is Chinatown offers a myriad of fascinating finds and fun for any adventurous tourist. For dinner, you might want to make your way to Izzy's Steaks and Chops. This locally owned and operated restaurant has been a favorite of San Franciscans who appreciate the very best in Midwestern steaks and chops. Aged to perfection and served in generous portions, Izzy's is a must for steak lovers. If you're looking for a little bit of a different eating experience, then you might want to step aboard Forbes Island. This quick 5-minute boat ride departing from Pier 39 takes guests to this remarkable and charming man-made island, complete with waterfalls, palm trees, a lighthouse, and underwater dining. When you go below, you immediately find yourself in another world as you are transported into what feels like the hull of a wooden galleon ship with underwater views through porthole windows.
Now, the thing about this restaurant that is so unique is that it's like you're in a French or Spanish galleon, and actually right now, this window right here, we are under the water. We're literally below the waterline. So it is kind of like you're in your own special hidden hideaway. This is definitely a unique experience. I definitely recommend coming here. It's a real fun place.
Our last stop in San Francisco finds us back at the Fairmont San Francisco at the Tonga Room for some late night fun, live music, tropical thunderstorms, and umbrella-adorned drinks that will transport your taste buds to the tropics. The Tonga Room and Hurricane Bar opened its doors in 1945 in what used to be the Fairmont San Francisco's indoor pool facility. After being transformed into one of the world's greatest tiki lounges, the Tonga Room has been one of the hottest bars in the country. Though it's known to rain every 30 minutes in the lounge's lagoon, don't worry, you won't be needing an umbrella here, unless it's in your drink, of course. There you have it, San Francisco in a day. We've seen a lot and experienced some of the best this great city has to offer, but we've only scratched the surface. So until next time, just remember to enjoy. Coming up next, we'll separate dreams from reality with Rêve. Welcome back. It's time to drop in on the most amazing show in Vegas, Rêve. Well, hello everybody. Today we're here with Ryan Lyons and Kelly Phelan, and we're here at the Dream in Las Vegas, which is Rêve, correct?
Correct, yeah.
And then what do we call this arena here? I know you have a specific name for it.
We call it the Aqua Theater here at the Wynn, and yeah, it's where the magic happens pretty much.
Yeah, and it was purposely built for this particular show.
Correct, yes.
And I heard that you were involved even before the show took place here, or this was even built.
Yes, yes. We did a creation period in Belgium before bringing the show here, so a lot of ideas were proposed, stuff was worked on with all the cast, and then we brought it here in this space to try and transform it into the Dream.
Yeah, and I've had the opportunity to see the show and see you guys perform. By the way, you're amazing, and the show is my favorite, and I've seen most of the shows in Vegas, and this is my absolute favorite.
It definitely stands out from a lot of them here. So.
Absolutely. Now, I know I was talking to Kelly a little earlier, and she told me that, you know, your background is in gymnastics.
Exactly. Coming into the show, it's good to have a sort of background, something you can base what you're gonna excel on in the show. And so mine was gymnastics, and when I came here, some stuff was a little tricky, but as far as flipping, once you're in the air, it's just like gymnastics. The landings and the takeoffs are a bit different, but we go through extensive training, and you're on the stage as much as you need to be to feel comfortable doing it in the show.
So now you've done it so many times, it's like secondhand for you.
Yes, I think going back to gymnastics would be tougher now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And Ryan, I know you were in Europe, and I know a lot of your performers do come from Europe.
We have, I mean, there's so many different countries represented. I think we're up to 13 countries represented in the show. All different backgrounds, from synchronized swimming to dance to aerialists to circus performers, sport acrobatics. I personally come from Canada, and I was on the national team in Canada before getting into the performance.
In gymnastics, correct?
In trampoline and tumbling,
okay.
actually.
Wonderful.
Yes,
so it came in handy.
Yes, for sure. And just like Kelly said, the body awareness and stuff from that background just translates really easy here.
So now what I was impressed by is, you know, mixing water with gymnastics and magic and all the things you do. I mean, who developed all this? Was it a team collaboration? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we had a full artistic team of coaches, aerial coaches, synchronized swimming coaches, choreographer who put the show together. Franco Dragone worked with us extensively on developing characters. And then a couple months later, we had this beautiful show, which has evolved over the years as well.
Oh, yeah. And you know what I noticed, too, is that the characters are always doing something, you know, whenever they're out there.
Well, we have a couple characters in the show, and I think, I wasn't here from the beginning, but from what I've learned since I've been here.
No, if she tells something wrong, jump in, all right?
Okay. Franco likes, he just likes things on stage happening.
Yeah.
In the beginning, we have a thing called Overture, which opens up the show, and there's just characters everywhere, and you're just kind of looking around everywhere, from the ceiling, from the aisles and everything. And he has certain characters in the show that go along with the dream and help the dreamer in her process of figuring out basically what she wants in life.
Yeah, I
and
did.
you get to know these characters.
That's the thing I like about this show so much, is that there's never a dull moment, but you think you're part of it. You actually go into the dream and you're wondering what's next. It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Now, a big part of this is being in shape, being fit,
Yeah.
and taking care of your body.
Yes.
Right? So you actually are doing rehearsals all the time. And I know you got some new people in the pool today.
Yeah.
Or in the, is that the correct term?
Yeah,
for
you
it?
could say the pool, yeah.
In the pool, all right. And there's a lot of things going on. I mean, there's stages coming up, there's set movement, there's color, there's costume changes. How do you coordinate it all?
We start from very, very basic levels. So we have a whole training facility in the back. We can do everything, all those elements there, and then bring them onto the stage after, and then slowly start introducing the show elements. So final rehearsals usually are at full show conditions, and then if it goes well, you're in the show that night doing that
There you
number.
go.
So
Wow, that's amazing. And lighting is a big part of it. And the lighting is fascinating.
everybody talks about the lighting when they
Beautiful.
go.
It is, and you know, the way they open up, I'm not going to tell, you know, exactly what's on, but this is the way they open up and the lighting, and it just brings everything to life. It's fascinating.
Yes.
Well, I guess we're going to get a chance to check out some of the training facilities and some other things. So, if you don't mind, let's go.
Yeah, let's go do it.
All right. Well, thanks so much. Well, guys, here we are in the training room. This is where all happens, and rehearsal, right?
So this is where we'll start everything. So when we start learning choreography, we start learning aerial acts. We have motors in the air. We have all the apparatus that we use on stage. Bring it in here, train everybody on it, and then to the pool.
Don't go anywhere. We've got lots more behind the scenes of The Dream, Rêve. We're back. We're backstage at the Wynn Las Vegas with the cast and crew of Rêve.
Ooh, and then to the pool. And that's where you find where you separate the men from the boys, right?
Or the girls from the women.
Okay, well, you know, either way, I agree. So now, what are some of the things that you do here? I know you have weights, you have a trapeze, you have rings, you have all. Tell me a little bit more.
So a lot of the training we do is very functional to the show. We have a whole athletic team that helps us with keeping in shape for the show. A lot of injury prevention stuff happens in
that's
here.
big, I'm sure.
We have a lot of repetitive moves that we do in the show all the time. So keeping shoulders, knees, backs, and stuff functional for what we need to do in there all happens in here.
And Kelly was telling me that you had a fitness test every once in a while. Now,
Yes.
what's that about?
Every 6 months, we have something called the baseline test. Everybody in the show needs to pass a specific baseline test for what they do in the show, even the clowns.
Oh, wow.
Everybody. It's more for safety, for being in the theater, and making sure you stay in shape.
That's like
We're
pretty
actually
tough.
required to do a certain amount of workouts a week here as well on property. So we can either do it with one of our trainers, we can do it with, we have Pilates coaches that come in as well.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of tools for us to stay in shape and stay fit for the show.
That's
and it all
amazing.
happens in this room, basically.
Well, Ryan, now Kelly's going to show off for us, right?
Yes, she's going to show her skills for us.
What's she going to be doing?
So Kelly does one of the numbers in the show. It's a red man number, and we have a female soloist in the center of that number, and she does kind of like an acro, mix of breakdancing, acro dance, and Kelly uses her gymnastics abilities to show us what she can do in that solo. So she's going to give us a little taste of that right now.
All right, let's check it out. Wow.
All right.
That's it.
Come here, come here, come here. What's up? What's up? You know you're good. And she did that with a mic pack on. I mean, that's pretty dang good. Okay, well, that's pretty awesome. We know you got skills. Okay, Ryan, it's your turn. Show us what's up, baby. So Ryan looks like he's ready to go. Ryan, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, you ready?
He's going to do the rope climb. It's actually a tool we use in the baseline test.
Okay.
You have to go about 15 feet, and then the rest of the way to the top, you can use your feet. Most athletes can do it without their feet.
Well, here it goes.
Ready?
Yep. He's like, what? This is so easy for him, huh?
Piece of cake for him.
How did it feel?
Good.
Okay, 10 more times. Let's go. There you go. Right on. That's pretty good. Now, that is tough. Not a lot of people can do that.
Baby steps.
Well, that's amazing. So thanks for showing us this area. And now I guess it's off to wardrobe,
Yeah,
huh?
off to wardrobe.
Which is a big part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Very important.
All right, well, let's check it out.
Cool.
Well, here we are in wardrobe, and this is a big part of the show. I mean, without this, the show is just, it doesn't pop, does it? And this is
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie Greenie.
Yes.
Did you plan that name out?
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful name. Ronnie Greeny, I love it. So Ronnie, what do you do here?
I am the assistant head of wardrobe here at Ghirardelli.
Oh, and wardrobe's a big deal because they're in and out of the pool, a lot of wear and tear on the clothing, chlorine, water, everything. So, specially designed fabrics?
We use a lot of water-friendly fabrics, so neoprenes and spandex of sorts, different variations, some swimsuit fabrics as well.
There's so much to it. I didn't realize, I mean, you do realize in a way, but when you get into here and you see all the intricacies and the teamwork and everything that happens to make this dream, Le Rêve, come true, it's just amazing. Well, guys, you want everybody to come out and see it, right?
Yes, for sure.
Show?
Come take a
10
look at
shows
the
a
Wynn.
week. Friday
10
through,
shows a week.
Friday through Tuesday, 7 and 9:30.
Yes.
And Ronnie's going to keep them looking great, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're guaranteeing it, and I'll tell you what, to me, best show I've seen in Vegas, my favorite, and you guys are wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we'll see you here at the Wynn at Le Rêve, which is the dream. And until next time, I want you to do one thing for us. Just remember to enjoy. Stick around, there's more health, beauty, life to come. Okay, welcome back. Thanks to all of our guests on this week's show, to all the terrific people of San Francisco, and to all who helped us navigate and explore this beautiful city by the bay. And a special thanks to the cast and crew of Le Rêve, The Dream, and to the Wynn Las Vegas for their hospitality. Until next time, just remember to enjoy.